Fox News Channel. Stuart Varney is the host, and just when you thought Fox couldn't get bad enough, well, they can apparently. They are going to question whether anybody in the country is even poor.
A new report showing poor families in the United States are not what they used to be. Now, many poor families have homes with cable TV, cell phones, computers, you name it, much, much more. I'm just going to give our viewers a quick run-through of what items poor families in America have. 99% of them have a refrigerator. 81% have a microwave. 78% have air conditioning, 63% have cable TV, 54% have cell phones, 48% have a coffee maker. I'm not surprised, they're only about $10. 38% have a computer, 32% have more than 2 TVs, 25% have a dishwasher.
That's great. He's like, did you know the poor still have fridges? It's not like how it used to be, when the poor didn't even have refrigeration and they couldn't get any food, and then they would just have to eat dirt. Remember the good old days when America was awesome? They even have fridges now and microwaves. By the way, the microwave cooks the fast food easier, and the fast food is cheaper. And so that's part of the reason that they have to buy the fast food, because they can't afford the other stuff, right? But you try to explain that to a Fox News host, please. He's like, they even have air conditioning. Some of them have air conditioning. Why aren't they in horrible, dire, like almost trouble with their health and have medical problems? I can't believe that they're sitting there and it's not in sweltering heat. How can we get the poor to suffer more? Remember the good old days of America. And he sees this as a bad thing, that even the poor sometimes have air conditioning. And did you notice? It was poor in quotes. Like, oh, the poor. Oh, please.
This, sir, Mr. Rector, is very different from what it was just a few years ago, isn't it?
No, actually what you see is that the living standards of the poor have increased rather steadily for the last 30 years. And in fact, the poverty report has not accurately reflected their living conditions really for several decades. Part of the reason that when you look at the actual living conditions of the 43 million people that the census says are poor, you see that in fact they have all these modern conveniences. If you ask them, did your family have enough food to eat at all times during the last year, the overwhelming majority will say yes. If you ask them, were you able to meet any medical needs that you had, they will say yes.
I love that, man. You know what? They're not even dying like they used to. They're getting their medical needs met. Remember the good old days when the poor would just die in the streets? And they're eating food, actual food. That is a damn shame, right? By the way, that's also not true. You know, there was a great 60 Minutes story about how kids that are in these families, the families used to have jobs, now they don't, and they're desperately trying to find jobs, working 2 jobs at a time. The kids can only eat 1 meal a day. But these conservatives keep mocking them. And I remember another clip we ran where they're like, what's the matter with the parents? Why don't they just let them eat cake? I mean, almost literally. They're like, why don't they just buy cereal or something? And they laugh. I mean, I'm blown away by even Fox News reveling about the idea when the poor people used to die and starve, right? And when, by the way, Stuart Varney didn't even like the beginning of the answer, because he was trying to insinuate that this happened under Obama, that all of a sudden the poor are living large under Obama. And the guy's like, actually, it's been happening for 30 years. And Varney was like, oh, I do say. Who can stand Stuart Varney? Who looks at Stuart Varney and thinks, that's my boy? No one I want to hang out with, man.